dating April with a guy from Hinge, and then you see that he's actually on the show Love is Blind, and that he met you after the show was filmed, but is still with the same girl right now.
I think some of you guys owe me an apology. I was right. A lot of you guys were wrong. Shout out to those of you guys who peeped the bullshit. Y'all some real ones. Let's roll the intro while some of you guys type those apologies. Thank you very much. I think this crown might have fucked my hair up, but that's besides the point. We not here for that. What up, everybody? I am the Mademoiselle, and this is my channel. We interrupt today's regularly scheduled programming to talk about SK and Raven splitting. If you have not heard, we are talking about it today. SK and Raven have recently announced on their Instagram stories that they are splitting. Now, of course, this is due to SK proving me and everyone that was onto the bullshit correctly and basically cheating on Raven with a whole bunch of a white woman, okay? All of these women came forth on social media and essentially dragged SK for cheating on them or using them to cheat on Raven, and it was not looking pretty. Now, when I first heard about this, I will say that I didn't want to talk about it because I was like, that's just rumors, that's just hearsay. I don't want to be that type of channel, talk about tea, drama, and gossip. But the receipts were pretty damning. I was like, oh no, how do you say that that's not you? Okay, SK frolicking around. SK on a boat. SK is SKing, child, okay? SK's doing the damn thing. Ain't no way you can say that's not you. SK literally disappointed us all with this bullshit. And all I gotta say is, I've been waiting to do that shit, man. Gonna get Momo SK. Let me just put out these disclaimers real quick. I don't want anybody to think or take this video as me relishing in Raven's pain, okay? I've said a couple times in my previous reviews that I don't like Raven. I don't really care for Raven. I know over time a lot of people have seemed to like gravitated towards her and loved her, but to be honest, I still don't really care for her. But at the same time, I do not like what he did, and I do not want anyone to think that just because I'm not a fan of her that I'm happy that this happened to her. I'm nowhere near happy that this happened. This is actually ridiculously fucked up, and I really do feel for her because this is genuinely sad, and no one deserves anything like this to happen to them, especially in such a public way. He genuinely embarrassed her for absolutely no reason. No one deserves anything like this to happen to them. I've been cheated on numerous times. It feels like hell. It really does suck, especially when she genuinely gave this man a chance and she didn't have to, wasn't her type, wasn't something that she would have went for, and she made a lot of adjustments and changes to be with him, and this is what the fuck he does. So I want to get that out right now, and I would love to say that even though I am right, I don't want to be right. Nancy's brother's voice, okay? I did not want to be right. I was genuinely hoping that he would have proved me wrong, okay? I was like, you know what, even though I know damn well he ain't about shit, and I know there's probably like a 5% chance, I did not want this to be the outcome, especially not so damn fast, maybe in a couple years or so, but he ain't waste no time. Better yet, he was doing this shit before, during, and after the fact, all right? It's sad. It truly is. Of course, before we get into it, I'm still going to be posting parts 4 and 5 to my Love is Blind review. I still have to go over the weddings as well as the reunion. Those are still going to be dropping this week. Make sure you tap the subscribe and the notification bell to get to my review on that, because listen, I work very hard and my assistant worked very hard. I don't give a fuck. We still gonna post them shits. You still gonna get those opinions, and then I'm going to get started on 90 Day Fiance review, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. For those of you guys who are interested in growing your YouTube channels, I am doing a webinar tomorrow. Y'all, the webinar is Wednesday. It's not tomorrow. So you have extra day to sign up. Yay! Which is going to be on how to get 100,000 subscribers in a year or less. That is what I did accomplish. Make sure you guys head down to the description and or the pinned comment to sign up for that webinar. Make sure you guys go register. It is $25. And if you guys cannot afford it or want to support any other way, you can feel free to shop the merchandise shop, or you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, or you can just follow my business Instagram. It is mediahustle.co. That's always free. I also have 2 other channels. One is my personal channel where I do vlogs and story times, personal content, and my other one is my Haitian channel where I cover Haitian voodoo, politics, and folklore. So let's get into the bullshit. Now, as many of us already know, Raven and SK did not get married on their wedding day. Raven said yes to SK at the altar, while SK said no. Raven was genuinely heartbroken and consoled by SK's mother. SK did not go console Raven, which I didn't really peep until now that I'm saying it, but nonetheless, a lot of us were genuinely surprised when we watched the reunion and saw that they were still together. Many people had very interesting reactions, with many people being very happy and hopeful for the couple, while many people were very wishy-washy and very skeptical that the couple would even last. I was one of those people, but to be quite honest with you, I'm just gonna say it flat out, I didn't think that they would last. I thought that they would just be fucking. I was like, there's gonna be some fuck buddy shit, but hey, what do I know? I mean, at this point, I was right, you know? So for the most part, a lot of people though were rooting for them, you know? A lot of people thought that Raven did deserve a shot at love, and she was a genuine soul, and she did try to adhere a lot to his culture. While there was a lot of people that felt that Raven didn't necessarily deserve a good man like SK, and Raven's friends did not treat SK the best, and the fact that her family didn't want anything to do with the process was essentially problematic, and clearly clearly would not work. And of course, SK and Raven having such different values on family would definitely be an issue in the long run. Now, upon the airing of the reunion, the internet went crazy. Not because everyone wanted Raven and SK to live happily ever after. Not because everyone thought that SK was the most amazing man on earth. And not because SK and Raven were sitting here posting the most beautiful couple reels and photos that everyone would love to post with their significant others. Because a lot of women were coming forward saying they were dating SK, while SK is now with Raven. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, okay, anyone could fake receipts. Anyone could say what they want. And then you see the receipts. Now, the first person who came forward was a TikTok account named mWho9. And they posted a series of videos. They're now deleted, but of course people screen captured them and reposted them. But one of the posts said, and I quote, "Put a finger down if you went on a date in April with the guy from Hinge, and then you see that he's actually on the show Love is Blind, and that he met you after the show was filmed, but is still with the same girl right now."
A date in April with a guy from Hinge, and then you see that he's actually on the show Love is Blind, and that he met you after the show was filmed, but is still with the same girl right now.
That was nothing, okay? A lot of people saw this, they were like, girl, shut up, okay? A lot of people was like, girl, shut the fuck up. Y'all know shit, who is you? And of course, a lot of people saw that this was a white girl, and they were like, I knew it. I knew SK liked white girls. And the reason they were saying this was because of what he said on the show. There was a couple things that stood out to a lot of people first when watching the show, and then later on while watching the show, and of course when they saw this. So of course, when SK was in the pod, he made a comment about dating apps that rub people the wrong way. He said something about how people would meet him and they would hear that he was from Africa, and they would automatically be like, oh, you're from Africa, you must have wild animals in your backyard, or like lions as pets, something along those lines. Let's be real, no black person is saying that. Clearly, you have to be dating people that are not ethnic. You have to be dating white girls. You cannot be telling me you're dating black people, and black people have the nerve, gall, audacity to be that ignorant. I don't believe black people or any ethnic person, no ethnic minority is going to say that shit to you. So for the most part, a lot of people picked up on that. I'm not gonna lie, I did not pick up on that shit, but people brought it up to me later, and I was like, oh shit, okay. But I still gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, that doesn't mean he dates white girls, y'all. You know, that leave that man alone. That don't mean he date white girls. So that was something that, you know, was very interesting. And then of course you see this girl, but no guys, she backed that shit up. She came out with receipts. You see SK is following the girl on his verified Instagram. You see messages with him and this girl on his verified Instagrams. You see SK on a boat. That's SK. You see his big bubble head ass. That's SK. That's SK. That's SK. Now, of course, after these first allegations came out, SK did what all African men do best. I don't know what he told her exactly, but I'm very sure it was along the lines of what other African, Haitian, Caribbean, or Hispanic men do.
Baby, it wasn't like that. She's lying. I don't know her. She has no proof. I don't know what that is. She's from school. She's my cousin. She's my brother's sister's ex-girlfriend, cousin's aunt's baby mother's cousin.
Told her some bullshit. Raven had posted something that was of course deleted by now, saying she stands by her man and rumors will be rumors. But it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. M apparently hits Raven up woman to woman, trying to tell Raven like, hey yo, your man's ain't shit. Here are the receipts. I was with old boy. And yeah, like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but like, leave him alone. Raven paglepon. Okay, Raven apparently, I don't know. I guess Raven again, stick it to her bed. Stick it to her bed. Right on, sister. Shall we move on? Next we have Hannah Beth Style. Now this one broke the internet. Hannah Beth Style comes forward. Talk about her ex had a fiance that was on Love is Blind. Everybody say, hey! He said, what is going on? What is going But he said it was for fake. And it was for money. She posted another video alleging that she and SK started dating in 2019. But they broke up. But they got back together. They took a trip to Ibiza during the summer of 2021. Just after filming Love is Blind. And y'all, this is not no allegation. Because we see pictures of the... Roll the tape, Turbo. I don't want to fight SK right now. How you have a baddie like Raven? Like Raven is she is gorge. I ain't gonna lie, her attitude not the best. It ain't. But she's gorgeous. She got her own business. She got it going on. Like, it's the nerve, gall, audacity. It's the nerve, gall, audacity. This is embarrassing. And to make matters worse, there's more. There's more. There's people, literally. There's women coming under these posts. Yeah, he ain't shit, girl. I was talking to him too, girl. Yeah, I was da-da-da, girl. Oh, SK, you a regular gigolo. You a pimp. You a thot. What is going on here? What is your dick not touched? Like, at this point, I'm in shock. I just thought he was a shit. Now, I didn't expect this right now. Like, I was all right. God, that's it. I woke up this morning like, I need a Tylenol. Now, of course, SK and Raven have not officially addressed any of these rumors. All we know is that they have confirmed that they split on both Instagrams. They both post the same statements, but they haven't necessarily addressed it fully. I will say that this is genuinely sad. At this point, the only couples we have are the two married ones, and we all think that Colleen is a victim, even though, you know, Matt and her are married. I do like Matt, but I do know that something is wrong with him. Time will tell with that. And of course, there is Alexa and Brennan. So, not you, Alexa.
Sorry, I thought I heard my name.
Damn it. So, at this point, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens, okay? Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, okay, when the hell was Love is Blind filmed anyway? Like, is there any possible way that this could... No. Love is Blind was essentially filmed in March 2021. One of the hosts of the show, Vanessa Lachey, because we all know the Lacheys are the hosts of the show, did a whole interview with Entertainment Tonight saying that the show, that season 2 and season 3 were essentially filmed back to back due to COVID and a whole bunch of situations. So if the show was filmed March 2021 and now we are in November 2022, like everything is just very, very close. So there's absolutely no way that SK could talk his way out of this one. And what's very interesting to me is, isn't he supposed to be a broke college student? How the fuck is he affording all of this shit? Listen, maybe he could say, maybe my boy could say real well. I don't know. Clearly, he could definitely afford Raven's rent if he could take bitches out. Okay? He could take bitches out. He could cheat. He could take bitches out church. He could afford Raven's rent. Okay? I take that back, because what the hell? Like, what? Now, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, Ivana, how'd you peep game? How'd you figure out that he was doing all of this shit? How? Let me just say, because I know there's gonna be a lot of people that say something about this. Oh, well, a lot of people are saying it's because he's Nigerian. It's because he's a black man, da da da. If you're one of those people that believes in cultural appropriation, you have to believe that good and bad things are attributed to certain people's upbringing, culture, and the way that they are raised in specific cultures, okay? I'm one of those people. I believe that because of the culture that you are raised in, because of a specific way that you're raised, whether it be the region, the country, the culture, whatever case may be, you are going to be a specific way. You know damn well that Nigerian men act a specific way, Haitian men act a specific way, Indian men act a specific way, Chinese men act a specific way. I think everybody knows that. But for whatever reason, when it comes to negative traits, right? When it comes to anything that people don't like to hear or don't like to accept, no, that's not true. But if someone says, oh, all black women are beautiful, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you know, we the shit. But for whatever reason, we don't want to accept the negative stereotypes that may come with being black. Okay, that may come with being African. That may come with being Puerto Rican, or whatever the case may be. Understand that more than likely, if you're from a specific place, there are specific things that come with that because of your culture, and that's okay. And this is why a lot of people are like, well, he's Nigerian. What the fuck did y'all expect? And he comes from a polygamous family. That has a lot to do with it too, okay? Now, when it comes to African men, a lot of them do cheat, okay? That is what it is. African men, a lot of them like to have multiple women, okay? A lot of them like to have a lot of the women on their roster. A lot of them have eyes for multiple women, and a lot of them like to be very, very sneaky. I've dated plenty of African men, and I will say I never believed a damn thing they said to me. Okay, I just couldn't, and I was never wrong about them. I was never wrong about them. I was never ever one to like trust them, because sadly, they always proved me right. Haitian men, it was usually hit or miss. Some of them were actually pretty great, while some of them were the worst men I've ever dated in my entire life. The worst. The worst. Okay, same thing with African American men. Same thing with Hispanic men. And of course, some people may be like, well, it's just men. Oh, it's just human. At the end of the day, depending on where you're from and depending on where you're raised, you are going to have certain traits and characteristics that have a lot to do with where you're from and where you're raised. It's not just the positive characteristics that you accept. Okay, people need to stop this bullshit, because if you think that cultural appropriation is real, if you think that some people have certain things that are attributed to their culture, then you have to agree with that statement. Okay, the fact that he's Nigerian has a lot to do with this shit. All right, it just does. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, listen and learn. Okay, I need my crown for this one. You can't run game on a bitch whose father was running game on her mother. That's one. Even though I've been played numerous times, that was mainly because I believe God was trying to humble me and teach me lessons that I had to learn to find the king that I'm with now. It is what it is. And for the most part, every single time that I was played, I knew I was being played. It sounds horrible that I just sat there and let myself get played and just was stupid, but like, let's be real. I feel like every woman out there has woman intuition, and we all have a really, really great gift of discernment, but we choose to ignore it because people always say, A, don't judge, B, give chances, and C, you never know, and of course, boys will be boys, right? So for the most part, as soon as SK graced our screen, I knew that he was African. And I knew that African men, especially since I've dated plenty of African American, Haitian, Caribbean, and Hispanic men, ethnic men, foreign men for the most part are not the same. Okay, like they're not the same as white boys. Okay, so I was like, all right, it's gonna be interesting. All right, this not gonna be this not gonna be your average type of situation. And he was just way too calm. He was way too collected, and we didn't get any information about him at all. Everything was about Raven. Everything was about what she's doing. Everything was like, it's like I didn't get nothing. I don't even know SK's favorite fucking color. You know, okay, let's be real. We don't know anyone's favorite color, but you guys understand where I'm coming from, right? Like, it was just no information was offered. He was very, very discreet, but for whatever reason, everybody loved this man because he said a couple fucking sweet words. He said a bunch of sweet nothings. Okay, sweet nothings. Number one red flag. The sweet nothings was the number one red flag for me. Number two, why in the hell is it that he's so amazing, he's so sweet, he says all the right things, but he's on the show? This show is for a bunch of hopeless romantics that can't seem to find love in the real world, where every single time they do find real love, these relationships don't work out. This type of person would definitely not make sense on this show. If you're so great, you're so amazing, and you're so sweet, why are you on this show? Not saying that good people don't make it on this show, right? I'm not saying that, but it's like, he was just too good to be true. Way too good to be true. Again, if you're so good, why are you on this show? Third, why are you in school and you're on this show? Because more than likely, when you make a come up, or whatever the case may be, you want somebody to be there through your fucking struggles, okay? You're trying to portray this whole, I'm gonna be a broke college student, rah, rah, rah. You wanna waste somebody's daughter's fucking time so she could struggle with you, fake struggle with you, because at this point you can take trips to Ibiza or whatever. You want a bitch to struggle with you so she could be with you through all this time when you act like you through your struggle period. Meanwhile, you could leave her for a white bitch, or you could have a white bitch on the side. Here is my theory. I might be wrong, but just judging from all the African friends that I have and the African men that I've dated, I do not think that his family likes the fact that he dates white girls, and white girls are his preference, and he tried to date a black girl or try to be with a black girl to please his family. There, I said it. I know ain't nobody else gonna say it, but I said it. And if there's any white people watching this, of course this is nothing against you guys. This is just, it's just the way it is. A lot of African families, a lot of African people, a lot of black people for the most part do not want their sons or daughters dating white people. But sometimes it's retrospect. Sometimes it could be the complete opposite. Sometimes people's families want them to date white people. Sometimes they want that blood to be mixed with white, okay? They want their family to be lightened up a little bit. They want their sons and their daughters to bring home white people, white men, white women, so they could have that mixed baby. It all really truly depends. So it's one or the other. Either the family didn't want that or they did want that, whatever the case may be. That's another theory that I have. I really think that the family knew that man wasn't shit. That's clearly why they were so itching for the man to be married, so maybe he'll calm his fucking nuts down. Okay, there's no way they didn't know that SK wasn't like that. Just like I'm very sure that freaking Bartice's sister knew damn well he wasn't shit. Talk about some, oh, you're not that vain, blah, blah, blah. Like, bitch, you must not know Bartice, okay? You must not know your brother. Because, bitch, yes, he is. You know, like, it's very interesting how there's all these people that came on this show having all of these preferences, but not preferences, but the shit is supposed to be Love is Blind. Make it make sense. All these people came on this show for the wrong reasons for the most part, but then they're so confused as to why they're fucking heartbroken. Crimea River, I don't feel bad for none of these bitches. I really don't. But I will say Raven did not deserve that. Genuinely did not. SK deserves whatever's coming for him. Everybody that's dragging him, oh fucking well. I'm not telling you guys to go drag him. Please don't go drag him. But I'm saying he deserves whatever is coming to him, because what he did was absolutely unnecessary. If you're gonna cheat, at least try to be respectful about it. Like, god damn it. Don't cheat at all. But like, damn, don't embarrass the woman in the fucking making of it. Like, this is just disgusting. Like, for these girls to be able to come forward and then like there's more in the comment section like saying what he did, just horrible. And of course, lastly, if it's too good to be true, more than likely it ain't. Everyone has flaws, and I didn't really see many flaws in SK at all watching that show, at least not, you know, surface level. Like, I peeped what I peeped, but like if I was just a regular person that didn't know what I know and didn't date what I date, just watching that, I was like, wow, he looks perfect, he seems perfect, and I was like, nah, this is no. Like, so, you know, like, bottom line, you have to be able to use your head, use your discernment, and if something is too good to be true, it more than likely is, right? So to be quite honest with you, I really do feel bad, okay? I do, but at the same time, it's like when you put yourself on these types of shows, you put yourself in these types of situations, what the fuck do you expect is gonna happen? You don't know the man from a can of paint. You don't know this man. You don't know these people. You don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. And then people literally are going to come from the woodworks claiming whatever the fuck it is they want. But in this case, there's proof. So it's like, this was just extremely unfortunate. I do hope that they address this and they say something, because it's not looking good, especially SK. I don't think Raven has to really say anything, because like, what is there to say? This is like extremely embarrassing, and to be honest, if I was her, I wouldn't say anything, because what am I gonna say? I'm done with you. Like, nigga, you say something because you're the one that put us in this mess. But he should definitely say something. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Did you guys peep that SK was full of shit just like I did, or are you legitimately surprised? I know I'm not. With that being said, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.